To the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, presented by the Bank of Billings. Bank of Billings, established in 1898, 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. Also presented by Doak Propane, Lyona Labor's Local 663, and Great Southern Bank. Well, it's time for our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. We go up to Liberty North High School and head football coach Andy Lierman. Coach Lierman, thanks so much for your time today.
Absolutely, Guy. Great to visit with you again.
Coach, you guys, you've had a great season. It's not over yet. You've still got games in front of you, but just kind of put a bow on this season up to this point and talk a little bit about the Class 6 state tournament.
Yeah, so we had a great season. We came out of the gates against Lee Summit North and battled pretty good there with a bunch of veteran kids and some brand new guys playing for the first time. And it was a good ball game. Lost by 7 points and learned a lot from that one. And then from there on, we just kind of went through the schedule. I mean, we've had a few hiccups as like people like to see as far as just having some games we've had to battle a little bit, which has been fine. We tested with some adversity. You know, we had a great one of our best games against Rockhurst week 3 and got after those guys pretty good and played well. And I think since then Rockhurst has started playing very, very well and doing some great things. And so anticipate an opportunity maybe to play them down the road if that comes about. But went through the conference schedule and our guys just kind of week by week just prepared and got ready and came out and did what we asked them to do and executed. And, our veteran guys continue to do the things that we've asked them to do. They've played a lot of football around here. And, our younger guys that have kind of stepped into some roles for us this year have really stepped up and matured over the course of the year. And so, I've been really pleased with how we progressed through the year. I feel like we're kind of getting to the point where, we're really kind of peaking a little bit. We started off pretty slow last week against Blue Springs. Made some uncharacteristic mistakes. And then at the same time, Blue Springs played well. And so not taking anything away from how they played in the game at all. And we had to come out and make some adjustments, which is what we need to do. And our guys, again, the maturity showed, and they really kind of came out and did a good job. And so, overall season was great. With the Suburban Gold Conference champs again for the 3rd year in a row and getting ready to play in the district championship tomorrow night.
Hey, you take on a Liberty team that obviously you're familiar with. Tell us a little bit about. They're 7-3 coming into this game, so they're not a slouch. Tell us a little bit about what you know about Liberty.
Yeah, so we saw them week 2, and they're starting a bunch of young guys. Week 2, several sophomores and juniors in that group, and they've got a very, very talented group of kids in those classes. And it was one of their first games, and we came out after a loss to Lee Summit North, and we're focused and ready to play. And so we played pretty well against them week 2, and so we know they've grown and gotten better, and we feel the same way. They play really, really hard. Coach Freegon's done a good job of getting those guys playing hard and getting them ready to go. And they're going to blitz quite a bit and bring some pressure defensively, and they're going to line up and run the football. They've got a very talented running back and offensive line, and then they've got a dual threat quarterback that can run it and throw it, and some receivers out there to do the same thing. And so they present a complex set of problems that we're going to have to solve on Friday night defensively, and then offensively, we're going to just have to go out and execute and understand where the pressure's coming from and be able to get the ball where it needs to go. And so we're expecting a heck of a ball game. Anytime you get 2 crosstown rivals playing each other, and especially in a district championship game, we're going to have to come out and play well. And as everybody knows, it's always tough to beat that team a second time. We're definitely not overlooking them, and we're focused on what the task is at hand.
Got a young man sitting there beside you, and Keelan Smith. Tell us a little bit about this gentleman who's really showed up every night for you all season long.
Yeah, Keelan's an incredible young man. Everybody talks about his football, but as a person, he's just been a great leader for our team. He's a great leader in our school community, and just couldn't be more proud of who Keelan is as a person. But as we're talking about football here, yeah, he's a kid that showed up each and every week. He is a steady Eddie, and not only is a steady Eddie, he is an absolute playmaker. And I knew that his sophomore year coming in. He wasn't a starter his sophomore year. He kind of rotated in, but you could tell that he had some flashes of something special coming. And I just wanted to give him some opportunities his junior year, and he kind of started to flourish. And then I knew this offseason when he started working with our junior quarterback and doing some things with him and getting the receivers together and really showing some leadership in that group that this young man was getting ready to have a heck of a year.
Keelan, thanks so much for being part of the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Keelan, tell us first off, on behalf of Chevrolet and Chevy dealers of the Ozarks, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol, I want to say congratulations for being named an athlete of the week.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a great honor.
Yeah. Keelan, tell us a little bit about your roles and responsibilities on the team and how have they changed since your sophomore year. What do you feel like your role is on the team right now?
I feel like just the bringing in. Sorry, just bringing what I know to the table, helping our young guys out, just being a leader. I know I've learned from some great receivers throughout my years being here, and I just take on that role, just doing what I can, just communicating, watching film with my team, listening to my coaches, learned a lot throughout the years.
And going back to Friday night against Blue Springs, 7 receptions, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell us a little bit from your point of view. Tell us a little bit about that ball game.
It was definitely a team effort. Like Coach said, we all, it wasn't just the defensive side. It was both offense and defense started off pretty slow. But it just took one play for us to, just get that momentum change. And then after that, we all just did what we had to do. I statistically I had a good game, but I would be nothing without the O-line and my quarterback gave me the ball and the coaches with the game plan. So
as you're in the huddle, or maybe you don't huddle up, but when the play comes in, are there certain plays that maybe you're lobbying for? Hey, coach, let's run this. Do your eyes light up when you see that play signaled in? And you don't have to tell me what it is, but
yeah.
Are there plays that make you feel like, okay, I've got an opportunity here?
I feel like that's all of us. We all tell coach what we see on the field, and we just want to get plays that are going to allow our team to score, allow our get our defense out there, do what they do. There's a lot of plays that every play that I hear from the coaches or whatever I see, I know I'm going to just go do what I do, just go make my impact, and then just trust my team that they're going to help me do the same.
Again, visiting with Liberty North head football coach Andy Lierman and our Chevrolet Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol, Keelan Smith. And Keelan, tell us a little bit about what you do on a game day. I mean, this is going to air on Friday, this interview. So what are you doing on a Friday to kind of get mentally and physically prepared for a game?
Well, I mean, first things first, you got to go through the school day. That's something we get to do to play football. So, I'm just getting all my assignments done, focusing on school because that's the most important thing at that moment. When school's over, dialed in, listening to some music, chatting up with my teammates, just talking about the game. Go through team meal, go through meetings. I'll take a nap. When I wake up from my nap, that's when I know I gotta, really start locking in even more. Not much talking from a lot of people in the locker room, and we're just locked and dialed in. Go through warm ups. Go run out that tunnel. And then, that's when it hits me like, all right, it's game time. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is for me. It's pretty consistent no matter where, for home or away.
Hey, Keelan, tell us a little bit about, you've made your decision with regards to next year, I believe, what you're going to be doing next year. Tell us a little bit about that decision and what went into that decision.
Yeah, I'm going to be attending the University of Nebraska for football and, educational. It was a very interesting journey for me. I had some other options, but I feel Nebraska was just the right place for me. Just not even just because my dad went there, just because it was just the right thing for me. I believe in Coach Rule and what they have, the plan they have set up and for their future. So I just feel like I could come contribute and just come do what I'm born to do. Just go play football. And yeah.
Have you thought about maybe a particular area of study? Is there anything you mentioned your studies and how important they are to you? Are you looking at maybe a particular area of studying at Nebraska?
Well, I'm going in majoring in sports communication business. I'm sure that'll change. It definitely could. So I'm going in there open-minded, just trying to, find what I really want to do outside of football.
So you may be on the other side of this mic at some point in your future.
I absolutely could, absolutely.
Well, and one last question, because I am a mandated reporter. Do you wear your seatbelt?
Of course, you know, you got to. I always make sure my teammates, whenever I'm driving my teammates around, that's the first thing we're doing. That's just how my mom raised me. You know, we don't leave anywhere until you have that seatbelt on. So.
All right. Well, hey, give your mom a high five when you get home. I appreciate it. And again, congratulations on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, Athlete of the Week presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol.
Thank you so much.
Coach, what are you doing to get prepared for your game here with Liberty on this district championship?
Yeah, I mean, we're just continuing to prep. I mean, I'm a guy that you know, we're going to keep turning over every stone we can until kickoff at 7 o'clock. You know, we're very blessed with some kids that really pay attention and listen, and they're football smart, and you know, we can make adjustments as much as we need to throughout the way. And so we're just going to continue. We're going to get ready for a little what we call sparkle practice on a Thursday to shine things up and make sure they're ready to go for Friday. And you know, then tomorrow we're just gonna be locked in, ready to go. Like Keelan said, we're gonna come to school because that's what we do. And we're gonna come to school. And we're gonna do a good job in the classroom. And then when that bell rings at 3:15, it's gonna be go time. And so we'll get ready to rock and roll. And we're excited about the opportunity to go out and play those guys on Friday night. And we just have you know, like you and I've talked before, Guy. I mean, we've got something pretty special here at Liberty North, and we just feel like we're very fortunate. Not only with our school community, but the community and Liberty in general. There'll be a couple thousand people here tomorrow night at a football game to watch these guys play and to watch the band and the cheerleaders and everybody that gets supported around here. And so we're just fortunate we're in a position to help make that happen, and we fully look forward to having a good game Friday night.
Outstanding. Well, Coach, as always, I greatly appreciate you being generous with your time and your student athletes. And you know, anytime you can come on the show, you've always accommodated, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for that.
You bet. You do a great job of covering sports all around Missouri, and I know coaches around the area definitely appreciate it.
You bet. You bet. Congratulations, Keelan, and good luck on Friday night.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. You're watching and listening to the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where, as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.